Do you have wire shelving but wish you had wood? Come build these wooden overlays with me for the low. Okay, if you don't have the tools at home to cut your own wood and know how, go to Home Depot, have them cut it for you based off the measurements that you took. I would go during the day when they're not as busy. It was very quick for me. I was able to walk in, walk right out. But here it is getting cut pretty quick. They do charge 25 cents per additional piece over the first two. I opted to pre-stain all my pieces of wood because I didn't want to try to awkwardly stain the pieces once they were put together. I also used a roller because it made it go by faster. Plus, this particular type of plywood is rather porous and it helped it absorb better to me. And I also only stain the sides that were going to be visible. All right, and now for the next part, and you guys are going to see how easy it is to put these shelves together. You just want to do your wood glue on the part where the 1x3 is going to connect with the plywood. And then if you're by yourself, you want to get a scrap piece of wood to prop up the plywood, and you just want to put the very corner of the plywood on top of the 1x3 piece of wood. You can move it around to get it just right, but once you're there, you're going to be ready to brad nail in a few moments. Stand by for the next slide. Now, whether you have a brad nailer or you're kicking it old school with a hammer and nail, you want to nail the corners first. And then you're going to fill in the rest and be mindful not to go too close to the edge or you're going to have a pop through like I did right there. You can fill it in with putty, but it's just an inconvenience. And then you're going to wash, rinse, and repeat for the remaining shelves. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys me putting the shelves in real time because when you do this, you are going to be questioning your sanity and if this is even going to work out. So circling back to that slide where I mentioned that you want to cut the 1/2 inch to 1 inch off, this is why, because you're going to need to, one, be able to get it into that smaller door jab, as well as you're going to need it to be shorter than the wall that's flanking, and you're going to be playing around with it for a second, but once you find your sweet spot, it's going to all slide in super easy, and you're going to realize that this works. Once you find the system, everything will start to go in easier. I'm going to always suggest that you start from the top and slide down. Just trying to get it in from the bottom would probably be next to impossible. However, this is when I realized that this project is actually going to work out.